Corvallis, Oregon. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Aztecs ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Simpkins. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. You get the big play. Now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tells to run, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incomplete.
Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And it's like the defense knew on 3rd and goal, they're not a tackle in the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after it, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. 4th and goal. What you going to do, offense?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got enough. Still on his feet at the 45. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Eli Holstein to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get into my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The play fake. Look out. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Looking for running room. On the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Alexander. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. The hand to the running back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Holstein under pressure, and he avoids the sack.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Third and long coming up. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a fourth down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aztecs have their offense in high gear. Throwing, Holstein. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. Could not make his way to the corner. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Got the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's Holstein to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Quarterback Keith. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Wagner. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here comes the heat. Makes the grab.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simpkins. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
2nd down to the air. Had to force that one.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Dead center perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Joyner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Eli Holstein to throw. Finds the tight end. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun on third down, Holstein. He's got it.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Holstein. He lets one fly deep. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Aztecs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. It's a draw.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sets his feet. It's Holstein. Hauls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Aztecs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff to the single running back. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
2nd and long here. They want to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds his tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the counter. dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Joyner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Throwing, Holstein. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun on third down, Holstein. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's got great speed. And there he goes. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Sells to run, looking to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aztecs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Holstein to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Setting up the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Holstein. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. From the gun, it's Jones. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Ready. Left. Ready, go. Keeps it moving. It's Simpkins. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Kentucky setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big Ten.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Eli Holstein to throw. Right side, it's Alexander. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Aztecs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Powers inside. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Unloads it downfield. Makes a catch at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Aztecs. on to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out.
Number 27, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Wagner. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Simpkins. Runs through, man. He might have some space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
There he goes. Inside the 40. The 20. He's a touchdown, Oregon State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
27, Oregon State, 17.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. Bring him down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's changing the play. Looking to throw on third. Left side is Simpkins. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Might as well run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Driving forward, it's Simpkins. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Simpkins. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Deep in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Holstein flips it out to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Rush right in his face. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Looking for room. He gets a block. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Running inside, it's Simpkins. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Lucky to get it off.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number 1.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll go to the counter play. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Throwing, Holstein. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Unloads to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Between the hashes, it's Wagner.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Caught. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hand off to Jones. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. They're all over it. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How about that critical moment in the 4th quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the 1st down. That's a big-time play in the 4th quarter by this quarterback.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. The fake wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The run inside. It's Simpkins. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year. And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein just gets rid of that one.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Out wide right, it's Simpkins. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Fires to the right. Snags it. Touchdown, Oregon State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Joyner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Holstein to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Throwing right. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Snags it. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Leaping grab for a big gain. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Rush is on. Touchdown, San Diego State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Wants to throw one first. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.